What's an unspoken rule on a first date? Have a shower beforehand. Your phone is not part of the date. Don't order any extras plates to eat at home with your mom when the other is paying. Don't drink too much. Not a rule, but never make the other person carry the conversation. You're both here to make an effort and give each other the respect. If you both want different things, then let it be said after. No need to hurt someone's self-respect for your ego. Both should know it is a date. Don't be on your phone the whole time. And don't talk about your ex. Don't order 3 full meals. Be there with honest intentions and nothing else. Leave the coin collection at home, wow her with that on the second date. Don't unload on your date about your trauma. Gotta keep that shit under wraps until at least date 5. Do be yourself, unless your whole personality teeters on your traumatic history. In that case, self-deprecating humor will suffice until you can successfully abandon all hope and sit in your car for an hour to cry afterward. X200B. Also, reveal that you collect Lego. Everybody likes Lego. Don't excuse yourself to go to the bathroom and then accidentally think about your ex while in there, have to fight back tears, and then come back to the table after way too long, with puffy red eyes. Whoops. Did anyone already mention to not talk about exes? Bring an egg, uncooked, in your pocket. Casually let it fall out at the end of the date. This establishes you as a breadwinner. Who else has the money to just carry eggs around in their pockets? When your date, inevitably, wants to know more about the egg, just shrug it off. You're not here to brag, your egg does that for you. Don't bring out the crazy just yet. If you don't know the person very well, then for the first date, go for coffee or ice cream. Do not go out for something that takes long, because if you realize within the first 5 minutes you don't like them, it will be hard for you to escape. If you like them, you can then suggest doing something longer. I once went on a first blind date set up by a mutual friend. I shit you not, a girl ended up on her fight in a full-blown cussing fight with her ex in my car while I was driving. Awkward doesn't even begin to describe the feelings I had. She had the nerve to ask me out again so she could have a redo. I noped the fuck out of there and ghosted her. So yeah, I'm gonna have to say, no fighting with anyone on first dates. LOL. Don't be shitty to waiters, service staff. The person who asked to go on a date has to dip their hands in the spaghetti first. Don't shit your pants, or worse, shit in her pants. Trust me on the last part. I will not be taking any questions at this time. Brush your teeth. Keep your Pokemon cards in your glove box. There's plenty of time to share your collection after the 3rd or 4th date. Also, ask her lots of questions about herself and don't be creepy. Brush your teeth and dress like you care. It's okay for the girl to make the first move. Particularly if you are a guy, don't talk at your date the whole time. That kills so many women's interest. Are on the side of letting them talk about themselves more, but you absolutely have to add to the conversation and make it lively. Don't ask to go shopping for wedding dresses. This actually happened to me on a first date. She also told me about her childhood abuse. Don't catfish them. Be sure to compliment her elbows. Don't treat it like a job interview. Usually when asked a question I'd answer it and then hit her with a "what about you?" to ensure that I wasn't dominating the convo. Let the other person speak. Show up sober. Had a date show up high as balls in weed. He couldn't even carry a conversation. It was uncomfortable and there was no second date. Don't come with a friend. Don't look at your phone. Clip your nails if you are male. A lot of don't talk about your ex and don't be on your phone responses. I didn't do either of those things. I spent my entire first date looking her straight in the eyes talking about that time I killed a guy and somehow I still didn't get a second date. Don't blast a massive fart dash symbol. Don't bring your GF. You can absolutely talk about exes, but make sure the information you're giving is beneficial for both of you. Don't vent. Put your best foot forward. Shower, shaved, you know that nice aftershave your aunt got you that you've never touched. Now's the time to crack that out. You have no idea how much smelling nice helps. Don't talk about exes or relationships, or add pressure to the date. Make it all about having a good time for the both of you. Do something fun that will get you talking naturally. This is not a job interview. Don't talk about Fight Club. Saying I love you to your date. No capes. Don't talk about your axes. Hatchets and tomahawks are fine, but not axes. Don't fuck her dad. Don't take advice from Reddit LMAO. You don't talk about an ex. For me it's simple. Don't act. Don't pretend. If she likes you, cool. If she doesn't, cool. Worst scenario is to pretend to be someone else, and if it happens she's the one for you, you will have to pretend your whole life. And it's not a happy life, because deep down you are miserable, because you are only pretending, and you know she fell for the persona you have created. Self-deprecating humor can be exhausting to listen to if that's your only form of humor. It seems like you don't value yourself that much, and it's not really funny, just awkward. Hands to yourself. Don't be swiping in the bathroom when you're on the first date. Give it a rest. Before I got married, I followed a couple rules for what to talk about while dating. Don't talk about Ford. Family. Occupation. Recreation. Dreams. Don't talk about rape. Religion. Abortion. Politics. Exes. Also don't talk about rape. Don't bring anyone else with you. Don't flirt with the waitstaff in front of your date, then gaslight them about it. If you are a man, don't forget to bring up how much you respect Andrew Tate and his views. You need to make sure she knows you are the alpha. Cocaine bathroom breaks are a must. Don't talk about exes. Don't bring your parents. Don't assume she swallows. Be a gentleman and ask first. Don't talk about how many women you've married and then murdered. Boy, did that get me in trouble. Just please don't be late. And the other one is, if your online dating app profile says your ex CMS tall, please be that tall. It's really annoying when a so-called 190 CMS tall guy suddenly somehow as tall as me. I'm 175. For me, I'd still date some as tall as me. It is just odd to start off with a lie on the first sight. Don't eat all the meat off of the loaded nachos. Guys, as a fellow guy, don't be a fucking creep. Make that a rule for all your dates. Too many times I've seen one of my IRL friends be a fucking creep, when he isn't like that IRL. Obvious creepy sex jokes because they've never been with a woman before, too desperate for sex. Don't expect sex on the first date, or the second, or the third. Just go in as a normal human without expecting anything and make sure both know it's a date. I'm a solid halfway through the comments and not found a serious one besides the obvious don't talk about your ex LOL. Seriously, just be yourself. Don't rape. Don't fart. Wash your ass. Split the bill. Remove your wedding ring. Don't expect anything even if you pay